Jules, tier 40 of the Battle Pass. Now when you look at her, you would probably think she's Midas's daughter or something, until you realise she's on Team Shadow, not Team Ghost like Midas is. Today I'll be theorising her true plan, origins and intentions. So let's start with her origins, and her real family's in plain sight. Loads of people have already done theories on it. It's Brutus, and there was also pictures with Brutus with a supposed wife, so maybe Jules is the child. There's pictures everywhere. I don't know all the locations. There's another one there. That's the vent system. Can't seem to find the other ones. Maybe one's in the second floor. There's just loads of Brutus pictures everywhere, so it's pretty obvious. Yeah, right here, more. So it's pretty obvious that she's Brutus's child, but it doesn't end there. There's more evidence that she's Brutus's child. The Battle Pass skins are obviously descendants of previous skins. So Ocean looks like a journey. Fade has some connections to Drift, probably from an alternate universe rather than a descendant, but still connected. Scuba Jonesy, that is a theory for another day. Jules, we'll talk about that one later. Kit is the most obvious, being Meowscles. Siona kind of looks like Sky with that whole adventurer or wanderer theme. Eternal Night is literally a female Ultima Knight. With the previous generation gone and this new generation here, it would make sense for one of these skins to be the leader of the authority, and Kit and Jules are the only ones with shadow variants, and it can't be Kit just because he's already at Cathy Corner, and Jules doesn't even need a shadow variant to be part of the shadow team because she has shadow marked all over her, and she even has a Brutus outfit. If we can wait, or I can just go to style challenges. As you can see, she is already Shadow without a variant, and when she is Shadow, she looks like her father Brutus, so that's even more evidence. The reason why people thought Jules was Midas's daughter is because, one, she was working for him, helping him build the Doomsday device, and two, there was a picture of her in Midas's office. But maybe that's the reason why the Doomsday device went wrong, is because she's on the opposing team. So maybe she tampered with it to make the Ghost team weak, so Shadow could raid and take over the agency and turn it into the authority. So now it's time to chat about her intentions and the Doomsday Device 2.0 as it's called. I'm not going to say it's going to look exactly the same or even be called that, but just a device that is trying to do the same thing, which is break out of the simulation. And why would she want to do that? If Midas was trying to do it and Midas was on the opposite team, why would she be trying to do it as well? Or maybe when she was working for Midas, she discovered what Midas was trying to do, and now she's taken over, she might try and do it for herself, but maybe more successful this time. I haven't really covered the Marauders, so I'm going to do a theory on them right now, and I have two theories. The first one is they've come in from reality and into the simulation to stop Jules/Midas from activating the Doomsday event and coming into reality, because they probably work for whoever owns the simulation. That was really complex to say. So the rifts lead to a place called the Bridge, which leads to reality, and the original Doomsday device, that's if there is another one. They used the storm to get into reality, and he harnessed the power of the storm to break the simulation, so it booted us out. But the simulation was easily fixed by Agent Jonesy, so maybe if we go through the rifts instead of just booting us out, we could officially go through rather than temporarily boot us out, and then we could discover what's really going on, because at this point we have no idea. Before we look to the future and look at the live event, I just want to revisit my previous theory on the Siona spaceship thing. So under the water, right here, where the station thing is over there, there is a spaceship. I already done a theory on this thing, but now I want to theorise how it could connect to this theory. Before I go on to that, I just want to say there have been leaks in the game files to do with this thing. Basically, like, it's going to have missions to do with it, like get batteries for ship and launch ship. But one of the interesting ones was stop ship launch, and all the missions are about getting the ship to launch. But now the last one is stop the launch. So do we discover something? So in the game files, there's leaks for missions to do with the rocket ship thing. I'll just call it the pod for now, and it's stuff like get batteries or charge it up. But the last one is stop launch. So why are we preparing it for launch and then we just stop it in the end? Do we discover something? I think that Jules might want to use this ship's technology to get out, or maybe we will. It's just really confusing because this is the biggest map change or biggest story hint we've gotten since the beginning of the season, because we're pretty early on. I say we're about halfway, so maybe this guy could be the key. So let's finally get into the future and live events. So what is the future? A space theme for a future season, but for this season all we know is that ship over there is going to launch, but then obviously we're going to have to stop it. Maybe we get the technology from it and use it for the Doomsday device. Maybe we use some rift in the sky for a future Doomsday device. Like I said, it may not be a Doomsday device. It could just be like some electric bolt, or who knows what it could be. Point is, Jules is gonna try and get out of the simulation. Couldn't even be a device. So yeah, there's nothing much really to talk about with the future since we haven't got any lore hints. Oh look, there's another picture of Brutus. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do another one on Eternal Night or Fade, since they seem pretty interesting. Mostly Fade, because Eternal Night doesn't seem to have any lore at the moment, and probably won't. But yeah, we'll see.